In this video, we will look at several platforms that are very easy to use for those investors who are just starting to invest in P2P lending. Let's take a look at each one of them and also see how to invest in each one. You will find it very simple, and you will see there are interesting options to start getting familiar with the investment market in crowdlending. Before we start, I'd like to invite you to the Telegram community where you can share experiences and opinions with other investors. And I'd also like to invite you to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss more interesting videos about investments. Now, let's go for it. The first platform we are going to talk about is Bondora. It is a very simple platform for investing and has been in the market for many years. It is one of the pioneers that started in the year 2008. Since then, they have been offering us a product called Go and Grow, where we can invest with just one click, and it currently offers a 6% annual return. However, they say this return is not guaranteed. It's true that since I started investing, Bondora was one of the first platforms where I began investing at the beginning of 2019, and I have always achieved the promised returns. Until a few months ago, it was 6.75%. Now they have lowered it a little and offer us a return of 6%. We will be able to invest from as little as €1, being able to deposit any amount at any time, and we will also be able to withdraw the money at any time. Every time we withdraw money, we have to pay a €1 fee to transfer to our bank account. Therefore, it's an ideal platform if we need to be flexible with our money but not for constant withdrawals because of that euro fee. To invest, all we have to do is register and verify our account. They will ask us for documentation like an ID card or a passport to verify our identity on this and other platforms, and then from there, here we just have to deposit money and click on Invest to start investing and achieve 6%. Here, we will see how the interest is credited to our account on a daily basis. We will be credited the proportional part of that 6% per year each day. If you want to start investing in Bondora right now, they have a welcome bonus for new investors. If you sign up at the link I leave below in the description, you will get €25 if you invest at least €500 during the first 30 days after registration. Monefit is another platform that is also very simple for investing, where we can invest with just one click. Here, we can achieve returns of up to 10%, depending on the term of our investment. Here, we have different options, unlike the previous platform Bondora, where we only had one option. In Monefit, we will be able to decide how long we want to put our money, how long we want to invest. We can invest from as little as €10 if we invest in the Smart Saver product, and we can invest from €100 if we invest in one of the vaults. Let's explain what each of these things consists of. The Smart Saver is a product that offers us 7%. We deposit our money starting from €10 and we can withdraw it at any time. They will have 10 days to return our investment whenever we decide we no longer want to invest. Therefore, Smart Saver is an interesting product for those who might think they need the money at some point. We will have that money available to withdraw. On the other hand, we have vaults which will allow us to invest money for a fixed period of time and get a higher return. If we invest for 6 months, we will get 8%. For 12 months, 9%, for 18 months, 9.5%, and for 24 months, 10%. Here we will have to wait until our investment is finished to withdraw the capital we have invested, but we will receive the interest paid daily. And when we invest for 24 months, we will have the option of monthly payouts, which means we will be able to receive the amount of interest we receive every month, and we will be able to withdraw it. This will be moved to our Smart Saver, to our wallet there in Smart Saver, and we can retrieve it. We can send it to our bank whenever we want. And if we wanted to recover this money earlier, even though we have placed for a set term, we could do it. We could recover it, but we would have to wait about 30 days to recover it, and we would lose the interest we have generated. But there is a possibility to recover the invested capital early. However, this penalty means we would not be getting any return. An important thing to know about Monefit is that it is from the originator Credit Star, an originator with pending payments on lender market. However, it should also be noted that at Monefit there have never been any problems, and they have always paid the interest on time, as well as the withdrawals of money promptly as their investors need it. Monefit is available in Spanish as well as in English and other languages. If you want to start investing in Monefit, they also offer welcome bonuses for new investors. If you sign up using the link in the description, you will get €5 to start investing and 0.25% of everything you invest during the first 90 days. Let's look at platforms that offer us the ability to invest with just one click, as well as the opportunity to set up our auto-invest portfolio and in some cases also to invest manually. These are very interesting options for those beginners who want to delve more into the world of investments in crowdlending and learn more about how to set up their own auto-investment strategies. As I said, these platforms will offer us several possibilities. Let's check out Mintos. Mintos is undoubtedly the largest platform for investments in crowdlending. And nowadays, not only for investments in crowdlending, because we will also be able to invest in other types of investments such as real estate investments, ETFs, and bonds, in addition to their smart cash product. Mintos is a very comprehensive platform that will help us diversify our investment portfolio beyond investments in loans. To invest easily, here we'll see it a bit differently from how you would see it when you start investing, since I already have my investment portfolio set up. But for that, we would have to go to Invest, Create Portfolio. And within our portfolio, we will see the option to invest in loans and the portfolio that is ready to use. Here we are seeing the platform in English, but the platform is also available in Spanish and other languages. And here we will see they are going to explain to us what we can invest in and the interest they offer us. And this is an average because we will not know, since this portfolio is investing in specific loans. In this case, in Mintos, we are investing in financial instruments, and each financial instrument includes different loans. And this portfolio of loans will encompass different financial instruments from various loan originators, thereby diversifying across a wide range of loan originators and loans, which in turn, well, they are going to offer us a different return. And this return can vary. Here we will have to click on Invest, and we will have to decide what our goal is, what amount we want to invest in this portfolio, in this investment portfolio. And once we configure our portfolio, it will start investing as loans become available for investment. And here on Mintos, we could invest starting from €50, and at any time we could withdraw our investment. To withdraw our investment, it might be necessary to wait some time, and it might not be immediate. Since what Mintos does when we decide that we want to take out a certain amount is to sell our loans to other investors or move them to other portfolios and other investors who want to invest. Therefore, we would have to wait for other investors to want to invest in those same investment opportunities. But having said that, it usually goes quite quickly and tends to take a few hours or maybe a few days, but it usually gets completed in a short time. And we can receive our available money in our investment portfolio on Mintos and withdraw it at any time. And if you also want to start investing in Mintos, they currently have a welcome bonus for new investors. If you sign up using the link I leave in the description, you will get €25 if you invest at least €1,500 during the first month after registration. Let's take a look at some platforms that also offer us the possibility of investing easily with just one click. However, these three platforms I am going to present, Robocash, Esketit, and Peerberry, currently have cash drag. This means that our money will sometimes remain pending, not invested, because there is a high demand from investors. Many investors want to invest in these three platforms and there are not enough loans available. But I don't want to stop presenting them here, as they are interesting platforms and also veterans with a very good history in crowdlending investments. In Robocash, in our one-click portfolio. Here you see it. You will see it differently because I already have it created, but it will show us what it offers us. The features it offers us range between an 8% and a 13% interest rate. And here the loans will be for any period of time. And we will be able to decide what we want to do with the interest we receive, whether we want to withdraw it to the account balance, reinvest the total amount, or just reinvest part of the money we receive. We can set this up in our portfolio with a single click. The advantage of this portfolio is that we won't have to set up anything and it will invest in various loans for us at different terms. And if at any moment we want to stop investing, we will have to sell each of these loans and we can go to our investments and request to sell here. And what they will also do is sell it to another investor without us having to do anything more than click here to sell. We will of course have to wait for another investor to be interested in those investments. But as I say, Robocash has a lot of demand from investors, so it is usually very immediate. Another platform that also offers us to invest with a single click is Peerberry. Here, we will have to create a new auto-investment strategy and choose auto-invest plans. These are the plans that Peerberry offers us by default, and we will have three options. We can invest short-term from 9%, which is what they are offering us now, and it will be investing in loans up to 90 days. Another option would be to invest for the long term, where we can achieve a return of 8% and it will include loans that last up to 5 years. Or we could also choose to create a real estate portfolio of real estate loans where we could achieve a return starting from 8%. And here we can choose one or several of these investment portfolios. They are not mutually exclusive. What we do have to keep in mind with Peerberry is that when we are investing, we will have to hold on to our investments until the end, until they mature, because in Peerberry we don't have any option to sell them or even any secondary market where we can sell manually, so we will have to wait until the end. And Peerberry is also available in Spanish, in English and in other languages. And if you want to start investing in Peerberry, they have a welcome bonus for new investors of 0.5%. Esketit is another interesting platform for investing that offers us the opportunity to invest with just one click. To do this, we will have to go to Add Esketit Strategy, and there we will be offered 3 different ones. They will offer us the diversified strategy, and in it, we will be able to invest in different loan originators. They also specify what percentage will be invested in each of these loan originators. The current yield being obtained right now is an average yield of around 10%. We can invest in Jordan Strategy, the loan originator from Jordan, and here we will also achieve a yield of around 10%. Or we can invest in the Avafin Strategy, which is one of the most popular loan originators on the Esketit platform, and you would be investing only in loans from this loan originator. And for that, we would just need to choose the strategy and decide how much we want to invest. And if you want to start investing in Esketit, they also have welcome bonuses of 0.5% of everything you invest during the first 90 days. Another interesting platform that can also be invested in with a single click, although it is not as visual as the previous ones, is Via Invest. It is not as visual, but in exchange, we will be able to have our money always invested and achieve a higher return. At Via Invest, this is how we see our dashboard. As you can see, it's not very visual, but it's not hard to use. We only have to go to Invest, and here we can choose a strategy in Add Strategy from the Via Invest strategies, and here we can choose between 2 options. We have the active strategy that allows us to invest in loans, where we will invest a maximum of 500 euros in each one. In this case, we are also investing in financial instruments since this Via Invest platform is also regulated just like Mintos was. And here what will be prioritized in the active strategy is the loans that have a higher interest rate. Therefore, here we will normally be investing in the longer term, but the terms we have at Via Invest normally go to 12 months, the longest ones. And on the other hand, we have the diversified strategy where what it will do here is invest in different types of investment opportunities, different financial instruments, and it will invest a maximum of 100 euros in each of them, without prioritizing the high interest rates. But the lowest interest rate that we will find in Via Invest today is 11%. To start investing, we only need to choose the strategies we want, then select how much money we want to invest. Once we choose to accept and invest, it will start investing, and it may take a few hours to a day, sometimes 2 days, to invest all our capital, all the money we have on the platform. And if you also want to start investing in Via Invest, they have a welcome bonus for new investors. If you sign up using the link I leave in the description, you will get 1% of everything you invest during the first 90 days. And all these platforms we have seen are personal loan investment platforms, except Mintos, which in some cases also has corporate loans, and Peerberry, which also has some real estate loans. But in most cases we are talking about personal loans. I would like to present some options in other type of loans, for example real estate. To invest in real estate loans, we could choose Peerberry's strategy of real estate portfolio, or we could invest in Crowdpeer. None of the real estate investment platforms I know of have a one-click option like the ones we have seen so far. But Crowdpeer seems to me like a simple platform to use, where we will indeed have to invest manually, but it has a very graphical and easy-to-use interface, where we can see investment opportunities when they arise. Usually there is always some opportunity available to invest, and we will be able to see all the information and decide how much we invest. It's that simple. Crowdpeer also offers welcome bonuses for new investors of 0.5% of everything you invest during the first 90 days. And I would also like to introduce a loan investment platform for businesses. which also doesn't have a one-click investment option. But this platform Debitum is quite simple, and we can set up our auto investment strategy where we can configure some parameters as we wish, and it will start investing automatically. Debitum also has a welcome bonus for new investors of 1% of everything you invest during the first 90 days. And on agricultural crowdlending platforms, we also don't have an option to invest with a single click. But the platform Landa might be one of the easiest to start investing and get familiar with agricultural loans. Its interface is also very visual and graphic. And at Landa, we currently have a welcome bonus for new investors of 3% of everything you invest during the first 30 days. Now it's your turn. Tell me your opinion in the comments below, and if you have any doubts or questions, leave them below too. You know that I respond to all your comments. Before you go, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up as it makes me happy and helps the channel grow. And I would like to invite you to the Telegram community where you can share experiences and opinions with other investors, and also subscribe to this channel so you don't miss more interesting videos about investments. See you very soon.